Hey, so we're making a video on knives, and I got two new knives I'm going to be unboxing in this video. Two White River knives, and I'm very excited about them, and I can't wait to put them to use. So stick around. It's a long one. If you'd like, you can stay the whole time or take off whenever you feel like you got what you like out of the video. So like, subscribe if you'd want to, and leave me some feedback in the comments. Thanks for your time.
All right, welcome. This is Crawl Talk Run. My name's Jono, and we are going to do an unboxing of two White River. Can you see it through the bubble wrap? White River knife and tool. I don't even know. Basically, I bought these um, on a recommendation, and my buddy Matt was like, "Dude, White River, it's the way." And if you're not going to do that, you need to do a Benchmade. So that's what I did first. I bought this Benchmade. This is the full-size Adamas, or however you say it. Has this whatever type of locking system, I guess. It's actually really stinking nice. It's not one of those springs that you put your fingers in or you push on the inside of the scales. Very nice. Very good quality knife. It's the first Benchmade I've ever owned, and I can't say enough good things about it. Very, very sharp. Definitely gets you when you're not paying attention. Very good quality metal, good quality scale here, and the clip is very, very strong, so it ain't going anywhere. You can hang this thing probably outside in a hurricane on a clothesline and it wouldn't go anywhere. So I love this knife. I carry this every single day. And as far as size goes on my hand, they say it's like a 4-inch blade, I think. So 4 inches. Motorcycle people out there, I will have like a large palm and these medium fingers, which is really annoying. So no no gloves fit, but this knife fits perfectly in my hand, like this, like this. You want to do some crafting stuff, bushcraft, batoning is what I'm told it's called. Um, I will use this for pretty much everything, and I really like it. It's really good. So we're going to use it to open up this White River stuff. Before we do the White River stuff, I'll show you what other knives I have. I don't have many, so that's my first one that I bought this year. And last year, I bought this K-bar, which I really like. It's very sharp as well. It's not nearly as nice of a quality, but it is very nice and very sharp. And this is the full, like, yeah, huge. I don't even know how long it is. I think it's like 9 inches or something. Um, and I've used it to like get some kindling going and hacked at a log to see how sharp it was, but it was pretty cool. So I actually like this. This is the leather, like the sealed leather banding around here, and then this has the multi-tool attachment, like lanyard hole. Sorry. So you can see that. Very good knife. K-bar, Olean, New York. You can see it there. And on the other side, it has the dog bone. Uh, kind of a cheese logo, but I don't really care. I think it's adds a little character. So, and it came with this leather sheath, which is really nice. Has the dog bone logo on there. Pretty good quality. It's not, perfect, but it does the job, and that's all I want. So that's knife number two. I have one other one here with me, and this isn't anything special. This is just a bayonet. You can see down here, US M81 or M8A1 by BMCO. I don't know anything about these. This was given to me in a package deal at some pawn shop when I bought an old gas mask because I thought it was cool. Um, when I did open this thing originally, it was grody. Like there was goop all over it. Like it's still kind of goopy. You can see the big chips in the edge here. And cool enough is the mechanism still works to lock it on. and to take it off. You can see that moving. You know, the rivet came out of here on the handle, but it is what it is, and it's old supposedly, and you can definitely see that. But getting a phone call. Here we go. So let's get on to the unboxing. Anyway, this thing is not sharp at all. Like, I can straight up squeeze this thing as hard as I can, and if I was doing that with either of the other two knives, I would be destroyed. And then it came with the cool, old canvas style. You can belt loop it, molly gear it. I'm sure you could finagle away. You could duct tape it on things. But I got it because I wanted to make like an Apocalypse Mad Max themed motorcycle. And then that motorcycle shredded itself. So here we are. Can't buckle this thing down, but that thing's pretty cool. Bayonet. So let's get on to this unboxing thing of this White River. So I got two knives, which you'll see here in just a second. Don't even need to use this because it's literally just bubble wrapped. But two knives. One is the 3.5 Pro, and one is the 4. So I'm already very impressed with the boxes. These are like legit wooden boxes. That's crazy. And it's like a slide, or I think it is, once you cut the label. So there's the side of it. You can see the craftsmanship. There's a very tight tolerance on the box. This is the 3.5 Pro. Some more barcode stuff. I got the black one. Their little, I guess, proudly made in the USA sticker in their branded box. This is really, it's not quite super smooth on the sides, but I really like that. So let's see what's in it. The only difference between the two is the 4 is obviously longer than the 3.5. So, that's going to be the case. But they look different. So we'll get into this one. We'll use my handy dandy Benchmade to cut this thing. And that was really crappily done there. Definitely not straight. Look at that. Oh, yeah. But so here's the unboxing experience. Nice, good friction. I like good friction on here. Put this down. Oh, yeah. Nothing on the inside of the box, just fine. But that took some pretty good effort. Here's what you get in the box. Very snug in there. You get your certificate down there. Blade length 3.5 overall, 7 3/4. The hardness of the steel, the handle, and the sheath. And then this is, I assume, the initials of the person who did the inspection of it. Well, whoever you are, CD, killing it, dude. You guys are killing it. Then you get some Kydex instructions for belt looping. And I'm probably going to leave it how it is, not canted. Straight up mount it on the back of my belt like that. I'm not really, going to carry this every single day, although I probably could get away with it. But I don't want to have anything on my back. When I was a cop, I learned from other people that you don't want to put your handcuffs right in the small of your back, because when you come down on that thing, it's going to suck. And thankfully, I've never had to do that. Handcuffed a couple of terrorists in my day, but not any bad guys out in town. So you get your little fire starter rod here, ferro rod or whatever. And then this thing is tight in there. See if I can even get it out. There we go. So yeah, a little lift up. But very cool, very good. This is like perfect for a medium hand. This would be like, I always joke about having my mom's hands, and this is a really good size um, knife for the mom hands out there. I know I'm not alone, um, but yeah, has a little notch in here, a little groove in there to start scraping your rod. Um, you could put your little lanyard in there. I don't know why you'd put your pinky in there because you'd probably just break your pinky. But nice little, I got to use my hands real quick, bring it back over, and get to town. I don't know. But this is like part of a bushcrafting series that these guys are doing. I mean, that is thick, dude. Like, look at this. This is 4 inches. this this Benchmade blade is 4 inches. That thing is thick. So you can really hammer on the back of this thing. You got some knurling there to um, keep your finger from sliding. Some countersunk Allen screws. So that's the 3.5. Really nice. Very, very nice. I'm excited. And yeah, the little fire rod here. Scraper off. Onto some kindling. Spark it. Get it going. Yeah, so that just might be a little notch actually, not to actually scrape it, but really, really good quality here. Very pleased, and I haven't even had to use it or had a chance to use it. Maybe I'll start hacking at some stuff here. I got a whole bunch of wood in the basement. So let's move on to the 4. And here's the 4. Ooh, maybe what I'll do is I'll open the tag with the 3.5, right? If I can get it out. A little bit straighter of a line there. So the good thing about this blade style too, my understanding is you can do some chopping and you can do some really fine work up here. You can do some really fine work. Wow, I should probably hold this in the frame. But yeah, you can do some chopping. You can do some like fine cutting and some skinning and fine cutting with this type of rounded blade. I'm not very experienced with knives, so just recently fallen in love with them. So yeah, we'll see how my experience goes. This one is the 4. This one is very cool, very similar packing style, just a little bit longer, which is totally good. It's really cool finish to it. I really like these handles much better than the other one. This is like I don't know, maybe it's the same material, but it feels like more cheap, if that makes sense. This handle feels like just more polished, and rightfully so. I mean, you pay a little bit more. I thankfully got a really stinking good deal. I think it was like 25% off or something. So anyway, your rod has the same finish on the handle instead of like this one, which just has like a little rubber cap. Both in Kydex. Oh yeah, hey, whoever, what is that, DC in there? I don't know. If you are not 100% satisfied with this knife, send it back for free repair or replacement. You better be stinking satisfied. This thing is mint, dude. It's the S35 VN steel, which is really good for working. And yeah, Kydex and then Micarta handles. So enough talking, let me pull it out. The boxes though, dude, the boxes are so nice. Little less tightness in the slide of the box on the 4. You can use your fire bow here. I'm sure you could use this little handle for something as well, or this little hole. But yeah, you can use this to hold the bow when you're starting your fires out there. Has this cool maybe that's what you actually attach it to your belt with, which is the case. Um, so you can see how big it is. The handle compared to the other handle is right about the same size, and should be pretty stinking similar in quality, I would think. A little easier to get out than the other one. Very nice. FC4 1077. I love the orange trim inside the handle there. Almost like a inner scale. I wonder if it's like softer. Oh, bumping the tripod. I wonder if it's like softer, but it's so nice. Like the finish on this blade is really appealing because it's not just like super, bland metal, if that makes sense. Like this has a really cool finish as well. And the finishes next to each other, like it's not just like a nickel, you know what I mean? It's like that finish is different from this finish, and I really like this. There's a little texture and depth to the metal. You got your whiteriver logo here, which I'm sure you can see. You can really use this thing to work. So I guess I need to start taking up some bushcraft, little firecraft here. So yeah, man, I'm pretty stinking pleased. I actually like both of these knives probably 10 times better easily than the K-bar. This is like very uncomfortable to hold, that handle. I don't know why this handle would, I mean, maybe if it had a little bit of flex in it, it would be nice, like in the leather on there, but I don't know, dude. Like this feels mass produced. This feels like very good quality crafted knife. Handcrafted each one, right? And then actually I'll leave it open. And then these two feel like what's the next level? Artisan? Custom? I mean, it's clearly not custom. There's nothing like super fancy about this, right? But it is very stinking nice. And they have good weight. Like this is really stinking like really light. You could use this all day long if you needed to. This would run you out of endurance before the blade ran out of work ability. So yeah, very nice. Good recommendation, Matt. I don't really know what else to say other than, maybe we can try and get some super duper close up stuff here with the blade. But in the handle. So, I mean, on a recommendation alone, after holding this in the store and getting it to my house and, putting it in its own private building versus the one that 1,000 other people have probably touched, way worth it. Let me grab the receipt. So this is my knife collection now. Let me grab the receipt real quick and I will tell you how much I paid for both. You're going to be so jealous. So here it is. This is where I got it from. One of our local spots here in Maine. Really, really such a cool building to even go to. As far as how much I paid, this is like the item numbers and what they are. Shipped to 0. That's how much I paid for it. That's stinking right. I paid $0 because I traded a firearm for 2 knives. A lot of you guys are probably like, the frick? Except for you, Ed. Matt and and Ed are like, dude, well worth it. Straight up worth it. Ed's a little upset, I can guarantee you, because he's like, it's not a Benchmade though. But dude, if I mailed one of these to you, you would not be upset. I can promise you that. So, but really, what I did pay is with the trade-in money, it ended up being $323 for these two. Um, this one was 200, but you got to remember the quality of a knife, right? This one was a freebie that I got at a pawn shop. This one was $109 that I got last year, like 2020, not 2021. These two, I bought them, I don't know, like a week ago. So we're running into 20 minutes, so I got to wrap it up. If you're looking for a White River knife, go with the FC4 or the FC5. Unless you're going to carry it every single day, then you could go for the FC 3.5. So very good quality. You won't be disappointed. And you also won't be disappointed with the Benchmade. You want utility out of your knife, right? Some of them are going to be collectors and, display pieces, but for me, like, I use this thing almost daily for stupid little things. And it's not because I paid so much money, but because it's good at what it does. So thank you for watching. It's been a long video. I apologize. I did pretty much nothing but gab. But maybe for people who stuck around, can do this little paper cut test. So here's the Benchmade. So, right, I just literally just set that on there and sliced. That's pretty stinking good. I don't know what these ones will do, so let's see if we can hope for the best here. I assume that these are pretty stinking sharp anyway. Yep, pretty stinking. Right, so that's the 3 in the Benchmade. If I were to say which one went through easier, the 3.5, the FC 3.5, or the Benchmade Adamas 4-inch folding, this went through easier because it's brand new, straight out of the box, brand new. This has been used to cut many boxes now for motorcycle things, zip ties, and it's not crystal clean, brand new out of the box sharp like this 3.5 is. This thing is sick. I'm really excited about that. That's a good carry knife. And this one, FC4, this is going to be the working boy of the campsite. Here we go. Nice and buttery, dude. Look at that. You can freaking grade cheese with this thing right after doing this. Right? I got a good angle on the blade here. That's crazy. So yeah, that's that. Head on down to Kittery Trading Post, Kittery, Maine. Order these online with your sick coupons that you get when you sign up for their newsletters. And they ship it right to your house. Free plugging for Kittery Trading Post. So thanks for watching, and like and subscribe if you want more knife stuff, or let me know in the bottom if you want some more knife stuff. I have some buddies that I could talk about knives with. So yeah, it's kind of a new realm I'm stepping into, and I already love it. We'll talk to you guys later.